everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shika and today we're going to be going over how you can do effective and perfect Instagram captions that are going to get you and your audience engaged, bring value to them, and just stop making those mistakes, because I've seen them so many times on Instagram. I get so many messages from you guys asking me, how do I get people to, respond to my content? And this is one of the most important things, just as it is to make sure that you have great content. So let's get into it. So the first things first, emojis. Now you must be thinking, what do you mean, Shika? Like, don't put emojis? No, that's not what I mean. I mean, there are so many of you guys who post on your Instagram just an emoji like caption, and that doesn't bring anything to anyone. When you're posting something, whether it is beauty, fashion, travel, coaching perhaps, whatever you do, you're hoping to bring value to your audience. And the moment that you do that as a content creator, it really doesn't justify, what that picture means. You want to make sure that when people are looking at it, scrolling down their feed, they're gonna want to, obviously interact with it. With an emoji, you can't really do much with that. So stop putting emoji. It just really doesn't justify us to, being a content creator and influencing people and bringing value and inspiration to people. So take that out, stop doing it. The second thing we have is too long. Now, I am kind of like a hate and love relationship with this. I always say that bring value to people with content, whether it's a YouTube video or whether it's, a video on Instagram and IGTV or a picture or whatever. Sometimes putting context to the picture can bring emotion to it, bring people closer to your content, and, just really captivate people and their attention. So there are times that long captions are good, but I have seen more than enough times that a lot of content creators will post long captions, literally telling a whole story, and to be honest, people don't have time to read all that. So you want to make sure that it's sweet, quick, concise, and easy for people to get to know what you're doing. So for example, if you're doing a picture and say it's a picture of you on holiday, I'm gonna just say travel because you guys know I like traveling. Let's say you are in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, and you are watching, or like with the elephants or whatever. You're not gonna just put an elephant emoji or just say like, hey guys, so I went on this trip at 6 a.m. and it's just so long, like people will not want to read that. Instagram is not a place to put that. Now, however, if you want to tell a story, a great place to put that is your blog. So why not just allow people to kind of get their imagination going, get people interested in your story, and be like, hey, you can go to my blog to read more about it. I find when you do a long caption, sometimes it takes away too much, especially if you're, promoting it for a blog post or letting people know about a video. It just, people don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So stop with the long post, only do it like maybe once in a while, but I would try to avoid it as much as possible. We just don't have the attention span to look at that. The third thing is hashtags. Oh my God, like literally, we are in 2019, but I'm going to repeat this. The amount of times I've seen people put hashtags, like a big block of hashtags in their caption. It doesn't look clean, it doesn't look good, don't do it. It just doesn't do well, just don't do it. I've seen so many people post on it, number one, I think one of the biggest things is if you have a really good caption and you're talking about, I don't know, I keep thinking about travel. Let me take another example. If you're talking about the new palette for Jaclyn Hill, but if you're using the Jaclyn Hill palette and you're doing this really cool look or whatever, you obviously want to hashtag a few of the makeup, like Sephora makeup, or hashtag Jaclyn Hill and everything. But if you're explaining what's included in that look, I'm gonna get distracted because I'm gonna see the hashtags right under, so I'm just gonna scroll over and I'm less likely to engage with it. So putting hashtags in your caption can be very distracting. It can also allow people not to want to, again, communicate. Remember, people are scrolling down thousands and thousands of pictures along with yours, right? So you want to make sure that it's clear, it's concise, and it's not distracting people from what you're trying to tell them through this picture or this video. Trust me, the best way to do this to avoid it, if you're thinking, okay, Shika, where do I put my hashtag so people can find me? Within 4 minutes, right after you post your post, you want to put your hashtags under the comment section. It will still be effective as with the algorithm, if you want to use that word. So just post it right under and people can still find you on hashtag Sephora, hashtag Jaclyn Hill, or whatever your topic is. The next thing is not relevant. Oh my god, this one, I can literally rant half this video on this. So not relevant in the sense that I know a lot of you guys are niching down, or it's very difficult to find a niche, but sometimes I find content creators on Instagram and they have such great, amazing content, but they have a picture of their baby, they have a picture of their makeup look, they have a picture of their food, they have the picture of like, you know, inspiration mental health post. So there's so much going on that like when I look at their description, it says they're a fashion blogger and I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. So try to be relevant, stick to your content. If you're gonna be sticking to lifestyle, stick to lifestyle. If you're gonna stick to fashion, stick to fashion. When people or just your audience are guessing or doing a guess game of what kind of content you're gonna be posting, it makes it very difficult for them to support you because they just really don't know. They're like, okay, is she gonna be posting travel? Is she gonna be posting lifestyle? Like, what is she? You wanna be an expert in whatever you're doing. So make sure that, you know, you are keeping relevant stuff as much as possible. That's another thing for you, is when you are posting your content in the first place, just make sure you are posting content that is something worth posting or something that you want to share a story behind. That is going to get people more intrigued, it's going to get people more engaged, it's going to get people stopping when they're scrolling down. So just do it. The last one that I have is bringing value to your audience. So after we talked about captions too long and all that stuff, the other tips is bringing value. And what I mean by that is I find a lot of content creators, and again, if you're one of those, that's completely fine, and it's okay. Like, I was just as guilty of it as well. But if you're also a content creator who, you know, you want to be collaborating with brands and all this stuff, one of the biggest things that I tend to see is that people don't bring, you know, they're so focused on, you know, creating that beautiful picture and everything, that when they look at their caption, again, it doesn't have substance to it. It doesn't captivate people. It doesn't inspire people. It doesn't give them fashion tips on budget stuff if that's what you're into. Whoever you are and how you're using that online to connect with other people who have similar interests as you, that is one of the biggest things. I think there's a lot of focus on following, there's a lot of focus on, you know, comments and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, when you look at your pictures, which obviously people want to follow good pictures, but when you look at the pictures, that's not only like half of the job. The real job is 50% of it being yourself, what you're bringing to people, how they're relating to it, and how they're connecting to you as a human being, as a person. I can't stress that enough. Like, just having the authenticity, and authentic is used so much, but authenticity in your captions in the sense of just being real. Like, there's so many times that I post and I'm like, I'm feeling bad today. Like, I'm feeling horrible, and I put a wellness kind of thing where I'm like, I am MIA'd off social media because I needed to take a break or whatever it may be, but people know it's me because they're used to me talking like that. But hopefully those tips help you, especially if you're just starting out and you're trying to figure out, you know, what's a good caption. You notice people aren't really, you know, connecting with it. So hopefully that helps you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like more tips like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, as well as put on the notification bell so you can know when these videos are up again. And let me know, what should be your question this week? I think we should do, what is your best caption, down below. Like, let me know your best caption you can make up right now. Go, like right now. If you have not followed me on Instagram, it's @Chica_Chica, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao.